Hi and welcome to another episode of Toby's Barbecue Corner. Now, what are Germans known for? Potatoes and sausages. So, what is better to do than to do a one-pot dish with potatoes and sausages? What you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is what we need for today. Now, obviously, we need potatoes and we need sausages. Go figure. You need some bacon, you need some butter, you need some sweet cream, you need some pepper, you need some veggie broths, you need some salt, some carrots, a leek, you need some onion, you need some parsley, you need some Liebstöckel, and that's actually lovage, according to Google. Then you need some majoran, as well as a little bit of garlic. Right, all the peeling is already done, rather boring to watch. So what we're going to do is we're just going to chop up all the ingredients. And obviously you can go as coarse or as fine as you like, simply because it really depends on the texture that you're looking for in your soup. So that was the garlic. We'll take the parsley, just kind of like curl it up into a little ball, get rid of the garlic that was still stuck on the knife. And then, you can nicely chop up the herbs however you need them. Nice. All right, put the garlic with the garlic. There we go. With the potatoes, what you want to do is you want to try and get them into chunks that are roughly the same size, because then they will cook evenly. And these are hard boiling or hard cooking, not entirely sure how to word that, potatoes. So try to make it, like bite-size potatoes. If you use soft potatoes, they will become more like a mash, and that's obviously not the consistency we're looking for. And then with the carrots as well, just chop them up in bite-sized pieces, just like that. And they will give some great color in your soup. Anyways, I'm going to cut up everything else, and then I'll see you at the Dutch oven. And last but not least, with the sausages, now you can either leave them whole, or what I like to do, I like to cut them up into little chunks as well. Simply because it cooks nicer in your potato soup, and it's easier, and the kids love it, and it's less mess because you can all eat it with a spoon rather than having to have a spoon and a knife and a fork and all sorts of other stuff. And again, the bacon as well is entirely optional. I just find, when you fry up the bacon first and then you remove it, it just adds a little bit of more flavor to it than just using the cleared butter. But that is entirely optional. So whatever is your fancy, whatever tickles your fancy, by all means go right for it. But this is how we like to do it in our household, and I think it works every time, and the kids just love it. Anyways, gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna see you at my Dutch oven. This is again one of those very, very easy dishes, and for the purpose of showing that you don't actually have to do everything on a barbecue, but you can use some barbecue stuff, I'm using my size 6 Dutch oven, but we're going to be cooking this inside. So we're gonna start off with the bacon, and we're going to give that a little bit of a sear, let that fat render out. And then we're going to remove the bacon again, because we don't want it to get too dark, but we just want a little bit of that bacon fat to be in there to then coat our vegetables that are going in next. Just a couple of minutes later, on medium-high heat, we're already done with the bacon, because obviously I don't want to fry it up too much. So we're going to remove it, but leave all that lovely bacon fat inside. And obviously, yes, you could go with a little bit more fatty, almost streaky bacon if you want, but I just like these little chunks of bacon. Right, here we go. And because obviously that's not enough of bacon fat, we still have to use some of the butter that we have. So we take about a spoon of butter, throw it in, and once that has melted, we're going to put in our vegetables. The butter has melted, so in with the potatoes, the vegetables, and pretty much all the other ingredients, including the garlic. And then we're just going to make sure that we give that a good stir to make sure that we get a little bit of a browning but not a burn. So that's very important. Right, we're going to give that a sear for about a minute or two, and then we're going to use our broth. As soon as the onions as well as the leek starts to get soft, we're on a good way. Just watch your temperature, because what you want to do now is you want to add in your broth, your veggie stock, whatever you like to use. And you want to boil this now, or bring to a boil. And then you want to simmer it for 30 minutes. And after about 15 minutes, you're going to add some seasoning to it. The first 15 minutes are up and it's nicely bubbling away, so we're going to add our lovage spice. About a good teaspoon. As well as our majoran. And then also we'll add some freshly ground black pepper. Not too much though, because obviously you can always put more in. You can hardly take anything out. And then just a little bit of salt. You know, just a tiny little bit. And then we're going to cook it for an additional 15 minutes. And obviously we'll give that a good stir. Make sure that all these spices get submerged. And then I'll show you what to do next in 15 minutes. Right, I just realized I missed a vital ingredient for today, which is nutmeg. So we're going to put a little bit of nutmeg inside and give that a good stir. And now we really have all the ingredients on our list. Half an hour is up, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add in our bacon again. And obviously there will be a little bit more of the bacon fat that has rendered off. So throw it all inside. And now we're going to also put in our cut up sausages. Give that a good stir. And then we're going to check if we have enough liquid in here. I seriously doubt that we have. Simply because I cooked with an open lid. Now obviously if you close the lid it will prevent so much loss of liquid, but what you can do is just add in a little bit of hot boiling water to give it a little bit more liquid, but that will reduce down. It's not really meant to be, it's kind of like in between a kind of like a stew and a soup kind of thing. Anyways, we're going to let that simmer now for about 5 minutes. By that time the sausage will be nice and warm, the bacon will be hot again, and then we're going to show you the final product. Halfway through the last 5 minutes we're going to add our cream, about 100 ml. Give that a bit of a stir. And then we're going to let that simmer for an additional 2 to 3 minutes. Right guys, here we go. Doesn't that look fantastic? And now just to make it look even a little bit more presentable, we're just going to add in our parsley that we cut up earlier as well. Give it even more color, and then we're ready to dig in. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one pot dish in the Dutch oven. You know, potatoes, sausages, I mean, for us Germans, they definitely go together. So it was super delicious. The kids really just, I mean, they just dug into it. There's hardly anything left. And I mean, it was a big portion. It was a kg of potatoes alone. But I mean, both kids just devoured it. So it was absolutely fantastic. Now, if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. Please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come. And I hope to see you soon again at Toby's Barbecue Corner.